Being on the Lowcountry coast, there's a lot of challenges being so close to the water, and so we knew when our church family was looking for property several years ago that as rapidly as Beaufort had grown, we were going to be limited on the quality of the property that was left over. The property we're at today was most of it was donated to us by a gentleman who loved the Lord and just wanted our church family to have it, and that was a gift to us. But because of how rapidly Beaufort's grown, because of the limited property options, we bought a property that did have some challenges. Low elevations and a high water table, and we're not far from a river, and that there were some soil issues, and so we knew it was going to take a creative solution to be able to build something solid on the property that we had. Our builder came up with this solution of putting the facility on timber pilings, the way a lot of houses are built at the beach and all throughout the Lowcountry. And so our building sits on 50 to 60 timber pilings that are going 50 to 60 feet down into the ground. That's the depth that they had to go to get rock, and so that's the foundation that our church building sits on. We know the importance of a solid foundation for a church building, but we also know the importance of a solid foundation for the church. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus calls us to build our lives upon the rock, and we know that Jesus Christ is the rock that we're called to build our lives upon. And so our church, even though our building sits on all these timber pilings, our church doesn't ultimately sit on a foundation of concrete or timber. Cross Community has always been built upon the foundation of the solid rock of Jesus Christ. And our mission statement as a church very simply says that we exist to preach the gospel and make disciples. So we have never been trying to win anyone here with anything other than the gospel of Jesus Christ. We believe that that is sufficient for the building up of the church, for the sustaining of the body of Christ. We believe it's everything that we need to do everything that Jesus has called us to do. And so we try to accomplish that mission through the 4-phase strategy of gathering, growing, giving, and going. And this comes from Acts chapter 2, where we see that the earliest believers devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to the breaking of bread and to fellowship and to prayer. And we live this out by going. We want to be a church that is about reaching the next person for Jesus Christ. And so in our personal evangelism, through our corporate outreach efforts, through missions, partnerships, and strategies, we do everything that we can to continue advancing the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ here in Beaufort in the state of South Carolina and beyond, as Christ has called us to do.